Hello everybody, welcome to GIS Pathshala, Grade 7 Social Science Geography. Our topic is our changing earth. How we have seen that the force is on the change, endogenous force is there, exogenous force is there, it works on the earth, and how the things are going to change and how the things happen because of this type of forces. Different things are there, and this affects the and this provides the different landforms also. See, Lewis. In times of flood, a river may overflow its banks and spreads over the floodplain. As it does so, it loses energy and deposits its material across the floodplain. As it takes more energy to carry large particles, these are deposited first and therefore build up along the banks of the river to form a natural embankment, which are called levees. The levee will become higher every time the river flood. See, you can see in between the river is showing when the river is given, and when the river is there is the flood. See, both the green side is given. Up to that green side the river extends. Original width of the river is the blue part only, but the river extends up to the green part when the flood is there. And after the flood, again the river is coming in the original width, and the extra whatever is deposits are there, the river is depositing, it is there on that side. So again and again the deposits is there, and this is called the levees, and this is in the flood plains. See, these are the river is flowing, and when the see in the picture the river is flowing, and when the flood is coming the river is depositing. So after depositing, the this type of things are there. This is the very good area and very good soil and land for agriculture. Now delta. Delta are formed at the mouth of river where the river flow into the ocean or other water body. When a river carrying sediments reaches a body of standing water, it reduces its velocity, causing it to deposit the sediment at the mouth. Over the time, these sediments build up to rise above the surface water. The river then cuts across the land and forms different branches. These branches are called distributaries. See, this is the delta region where the river is meeting to the any other water bodies. Suppose in the at last the river is meeting to the sea or ocean. At that time the flow is little bit less, and this type of branches of rivers are there. It is depositing the soil and sediments, and this is becomes the delta region. In this delta region the soil is very fertile. See, in Bay of Bengal, see here the Ganga river is meeting to the Bay of Bengal. This is the delta region, and this is the biggest delta in the world. Now, exogenic forces, sea waves also create various change in the landform. Sea caves. Continuous waves action of the sea erodes the rocky faces on the sea shore to form caves. See, rocks are there, and continuously the waves are striking with the rocks, and this creates a rocky type structure. See how the rock is cowed like the structure is become, that is sea caves. The arches, over a period of time sea cave convert into arch, then again the continues the stroke of the waves are there, then so this arc type it is become, so arcs it is making. Stakes are found when a part of a mainland is eroded by water action, like water crashing against the rock. Suppose the big rock is there and continuously the sea waves are striking, and the part is separated from the mainland, it is called stack. And sea beaches. Sea waves leaves behind sediments in the form of fine sand at these places are called sea beaches. Sea waves are bringing the sediments and leave behind the sediments and forms the sea beaches. So near about the sea, this type of things are formed. What are the things are there? Sea caves are there, arches are there, stakes are there, and sea water is called sea cliff. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above the sea water is called sea cliffs. Sea cliffs are there, and sea water deposits sediment along the shores forming beaches. Now glaciers are there, and glaciers means the big ice are there. Glaciers are there. After that, air and wind. Wind flowing over a long period creates different forms. See, glaciers are there. Glaciers are rivers of ice. Glaciers are rivers of ice, which do erode the landscape by bulldozing soil stones to es- expose the solid rock below. Glacier carve out deep hollow there. As the ice melts, they get filled up with water and become beautiful lakes. Because of the glaciers, also the deep hollow, bulldozing the work, and the deep hollow, the below the rock, the big the ground type is there, and when the ice melts they get filled up with water and beautiful lakes and are created in the mountain. The material carried by glaciers such as rocks, big and small, sand and slate gets deposited. All the things are deposited in that lake. This deposit forms a glacier moraines. Glacial moraines. See, glacier moraines are there. See how the because of the ice the things are made. Wind flowing over a long period create a different form. See, mushroom rock usually found in desert areas. The wind blowing at a high speed takes with sand particles. The particles being heavier remains close to the surface, and as wind passes along the rock and the sand particle erodes the portion of the rock closer to the surface without affecting the upper portion. This gives the rock mushroom like shape. See, continuously wind is blowing, and wind is taking some of the particles. And because of the continuous blowing winds, the this type of rocks are getting this type of shape. Wind can create landforms when it deposits the sediments, especially in desert and along the coast. Sand dunes and loess are landscape feature deposited by wind. Sand dunes. Sand dunes is a mound of sands formed by the wind. See, this type of things you have noticed in the desert region. Usually along the beach or in the desert, dunes form when wind blows sand into a sheltered area behind an obstacles. Dunes grow as grains of sands accumulated. Every dune has withdraw side a slip face. So like that the these type of sand dunes are there. When it what happens when the wind blows, it lifts and transport the sand from one place to another, that you are knowing. When it stops blowing, the sand falls and gets deposited in low hill. When wind stops, the what happens? The blowing, the sand falls and gets deposited in low hill. Sand deposited in low hill. Like structure, this is called the sand dunes. See, when the wind is blowing, the sand is going. But when the wind is little bit, speed of the wind is less and the less wind is there, at that time, the soil is flowing down and the fall and gets deposited in low hill. And this type of structures are created, and these structures are known as sand dunes. So all different things are there. Mushroom rocks are there, sand dunes are there. All the things are because of the force, exogenous, endogenous forces are there. Now see losses. It is sedimentary deposit of mineral particles which are finer than sand but coarser than dusty or clay deposited by the wind. Losses is the type of slate which forms fertile topsoil in the some parts of the world. Losses deposits are usually a few meter thick. The soil has few clay particles to hold it together. When such a sand is deposited in large area, it is called loess. Large deposit of losses is found in China. See, large deposits are there, and sedimentary deposits of mineral particles is there. Now you see again the endogenic force and exogenic force. It occurs beneath the surface of the earth, and exogenic force occurs above the surface of the earth. It causes natural devastation and physical change in the earth's surface. like earthquake, volcanoes, formation of mountains and valleys. An exogenic force, it causes physical change in the earth's surface like sea arcs, mushroom rocks, seashores, sand dunes, etc. So these type of things are there because of the forces of the earth, and this is changing things are there on the earth. Thank you.